We're dealing with here in Alma, where the Masonic Home is joining with Bethany's Services, Christian Services, based out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, to take a vacant building called the Warwick Living Center and rezone it to house these unaccompanied teens, boys from 12 to 17 years old. And so right now we're dealing with them trying to bring that in here and using federally funded dollars to fund this whole program. And these boys will be placed in a 36-bed facility for a period of, they say, 45 days, but according to this article or this writings that they had given us yesterday, it will be a period of 45 to 60 days. And then at that time, during that period, they're going to be looking for their family that might be located here in the United States somewhere. And if they cannot find a family member to give them to in that 45 to 60 day period, then they will place them in long-term foster care. So the concern is that these kids, they say, have been vetted on the border. We have information that proves otherwise, that they are not properly vetted, that these kids coming from these other countries are actually purchased by the drug cartel, or the parents are forced to give up their children to the drug cartel. Then their identifications are left on the Mexican side of the border before they come to the United States, and so they're taken into custody at that point. The other concern that we have is the amount of money that is being dispersed here. Again, it's federally funded monies that Bethany Christian Services is receiving from the federal government, which is taxpayer dollars. They are renting the Warwick Living Center that used to be a multi-residential zoned assisted living facility. There was a 45-bed facility. Masonic Home delicensed that facility back in March, I think it was. And they're going to be paying Masonic Home for a 3-year period every month for a lease payment of $31,200.
This is the Alma Warwick building, which was a nursing home, and it has recently been closed down and will now be, supposedly transitioned into a refugee camp here in the next couple months if the Planning Commission decides to vote yes on the rezone, which is obviously, if you look around the area and realize we're in a residential area, that is one of the reasons they have to rezone this property.
So this was a multi-residential facility so that would allow them to have multiple senior citizens living in this home, which is why they call it a multiple residential. They need to rezone the facility to a conditional rezoning to allow them to hold this, turn it into from a 45-bed facility to a 36-bed facility to house the young teen boys from 12 to 17 or 14 to 17 or 15 to 17, whatever ages they make up their mind for. But so that's what this is for, to get this rezoned to house these unaccompanied children in this facility, which is why it needs to be changed to a conditional rezoning.